Alex Steiniger and Ashley Hawk welcome you to the Morning Blend.
We are so glad that you're joining us again for another Morning Blend, and today we're starting with an innovative way to get that summer body that you've been wanting.
Yes, there are so many things that go into feeling summer ready, and it turns out the fastest and the easiest way to tailor your treatment is to your unique physiology. And we met with nurse practitioner Maria to find out more.
Microneedling for the face got a boost when radio frequency powered treatments were introduced, adding skin tightening to the mix. Now, new technology in a device called Morpheus 8 Body is enabling microneedling to be done from head to toe. Joining us is nurse practitioner Maria Crawford of Edge Integrative Wellness to share the latest on Morpheus 8 Body by Inmode. Thank you so much for joining us, Maria.
Thanks for having me. This is a great opportunity. I really appreciate you having me here.
Of course. Well, you know, we've seen a lot of buzz around microneedling. Even celebrities like Eva Longoria, Kim Kardashian are posting these photos of this gorgeous tight skin that, of course, we all want. So what is the Morpheus 8 Body treatment, and what is it kind of doing?
Seems like a miracle, right?
I know. Sign me up.
Yeah. So Morpheus 8 is actually bipolar radio frequency microneedling. So big fancy word for it's a device with little tiny gold pins that penetrate the tissue. And once they penetrate, they emit radio frequency that will then start to heat the tissue up. But the cool part about that is it actually causes the fat cells to pop open, so what's called apoptosis. And that's where we get the cell remodeling of that subdermal fat layer. Next, it starts to create collagenesis, which is that skin tightening, which we're getting those wrinkles or that loose skin, that saggy skin to really tighten up. And it can be used anywhere, from the face down to your belly or your legs. If you wanted your feet, I guess that could be a cool thing, but I'm not sure. But overall, I mean, it really can treat every area. And the best part is it's very minimally invasive, and you don't have to go through a massive cosmetic procedure to get the same results.
Well, the results do sound fantastic. So how is this actually done? Can you kind of walk me through it?
Yeah, it's super simple. So patient usually shows up an hour before their treatment, and then we clean that area off wherever they want treated, and then we apply a topical lidocaine that's really kind of souped up though, so they get a super duper lidocaine. And once it's applied, it sits for 45 minutes, and after that we take it off and the treatment begins. And the device is then put up against the skin, and depending on what the person is looking for, so very different. If you want to treat cellulite versus like skin tightening, and then also body types are a little bit different. So if you have a larger adipose area, we're going to go deeper into that tissue for that cellulite destruction. If we're doing very thin arm that's just kind of crepey, we're going to go a lot less in depth, but we're going to maybe go a little bit tighter with the frequency. So that kind of just depends. And the treatment takes anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, just depending on the size of the area. So if we have a larger abdomen, probably an hour, but if we just have backs of the arms, probably 30 minutes.
So you get to walk right out that day, maybe a little discomfort that night, but hey, that shows you it's working, right?
Right.
Now, when can you expect to see the results?
The results are really a progression. So the first 2 to 7 days is where you're going to be a little bit red, and it will depend on how red you are and for how long. If we went deeper into your tissue, it's probably going to be that 7-day mark. But if we were much more superficial on the skin, it's going to be 2 days. Super easy. Face, 2 days. It's no big deal. Belly, it's going to be a little bit longer. But then you're going to start seeing that texture and that toning even as early as 2 weeks start to set in. But maximum benefit is at 3 months. So it's not that there's nothing within that 3 months, it's a progression because the temperature in the tissue is retained. And so over time, those fat cells that you lysed open, those are sloughing off, and then the collagenesis is staying increased during those 3 months. So then when you come back at that 4 to 6 week mark, we initiate more heat, more collagenesis, more fat loss, and then at that 3 month mark is where you're going to have the max of what you're going to get.
It's so true. I've tried microneedling on my face and loved the results. But who would you say is kind of your ideal client for this treatment also on the body?
So our clients really range from anybody who has acne on the chest or the back, but then also clients that have lost a lot of weight rather quickly or have lost a massive amount of weight and have a lot of loose skin. This is actually one of the reason why I got this machine. So I have a lot of patients that are difficult weight loss and they'll lose 40 or 60 pounds and the only thing they're complaining about is loose skin. And I really didn't have a remedy until now. So it's great for people who have either lost weight with diet and exercise or even gastric bypassing. You lose a lot of weight rather quickly and you're left with a lot of loose skin that most of the time has to be surgically treated. And so now we have this and you don't have to go through massive surgery and those types of things. Other ideal client is going to be my mommies. Mommies, because again, you get stretched and then you can have stretch marks and it's great for stretch marks and it's also great for scars. And hopefully you don't have to have a cesarean, but if someone has to have a cesarean section, which if you don't know what that is, it's a scar, it's an incision at the lower belly to help deliver baby. But over time, that scar will get really thickened and it will start to pull the tissue in. And then of course, then little fat tissue gets on top and then it creates a beautiful little roll. And then when we want to go out onto the beach and have swimwear and stuff, it's kind of unsightly and we don't like those things. So being able to decrease that fat across the top, soften the scar line because it's breaking that scar apart. So we break it apart, we soften it, and then we ease and we create a more flat, sightly appearance with it, which is beautiful.
Well, Maria, you're so personable, so easy to talk to, and I love the fact that not only can you help people that have lost weight, but you can also help them in the whole journey as a process, someone that's trying to lose weight. Can you tell me a little bit about your practice?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. We're an integrative medicine practice and we really treat complex illness, and many times people actually just come to me with difficult weight loss, but most of that is really, it's not because they're eating too much or not working out enough. It's really about the toxic load that they have accumulated over time. And then they may start to see they have chronic fatigue and they start to have brain fog, and we really work to unfold all of that and get to the root cause, and then weight loss is the side effect. And so it's so beautiful when you can put all that together and be able to have a tool to really help them with their confidence in the end. But you got to start with getting to the root cause first.
That's so wonderful, and I love that you're looking out for just the whole person. Where can somebody go to learn more, to sign up, or to work with you?
They can go to edgeintegrativewellness.com and everything is in the service menu there, and they should be able to reach out to us, and we have a beautiful staff, so you'll be well taken care of.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Maria. Really appreciate your time. If you want to learn more, then just go to edgeintegrativewellness.com.